Welcome to Heath Riles Barbecue. On today's episode of Shooting the Q, we're going to be cooking spatchcock whole chicken on the gateway drum. I'm just going to make some pulled chicken sliders out of it. I'm going to keep it simple. So spatchcocking it's one of the most easy ways to make it cook even and taste good. Let's get started. Now we've got our bird out of the pack. First thing, I do put on some gloves for the old bird. And my wife has took it out of the pack for me. She didn't dry it off very well. And so the first thing you want to do, she's over to the side, that's why I'm messing with her, is cut your backbone out. So really and truly, you just want to grab your backbone here and go right down the sides of it. And just go all the way down till you cut it all the way out. So when that backbone's all the way out like that, you can either save it for stock or throw it away. It's kind of up to you. Now, what you don't want to do is leave the livers and gizzards in here. You can eat them if you want to, save them. I particularly don't eat them myself. Unless it's fried chicken livers, I might. Trim a little bit of that excess skin off. Now there's the breaking point in here. You can take something and snip it, but I'm gonna show you the easy way. Just turn this bird over. All right, they can stretch it out and then just press down on it. And you hear that break right there in that bone kind of broke, and now it's ready to be laid on the grill. All we got to do is season it. So I'm gonna get this excess stowed away in the garbage can, be right back, and we're gonna season some up in my pecan rub and my chicken rub and get it on the gateway drum. Now that we're back, we got our bird finally dried off and the livers and gizzards out of it, because my wife says she don't put her hand in animal crevices. So now that we've got that done, I want to go ahead and get some olive oil on this bird. And I'm going to use the chicken first. Come back with a little bit of pecan rub on that. Kind of pat that in, flip that over. We've got our gateway drum up to temp, needle up. She's running about 300 degrees, very close to it. We're gonna get our spatchcock bird on here and let it go. Shouldn't take but a little over an hour probably to cook this bird on here, not long at all. So I'm gonna get it in, let her get some sizzle going. Our chicken has been on for exactly 1 hour. I'm gonna get in here now, look at it, and I'm probably gonna flip it over to let that skin get on the fire side. Let some of that fat render under that skin and get it crisp. So let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, our bird's looking good. We're about 130 degrees right now. So yeah, I am gonna go ahead and flip it. Woo! Look at that chicken. Looking good. All right, our bird has been on for about an hour and a half, so let's get in here. We flipped it at the 1 hour mark. Let's flip it back over. Woo, that's a juicy bird. And we hitting 160, 165, we good. I'm gonna pull that thing, we're gonna let it rest, drizzle a little bit of sauce on it, and we're gonna make us some pulled chicken sliders. All right, our chicken is off of our gateway drum. Now I've made up a homemade kind of Alabama white sauce here, kind of just as a good old nod to my guys down in Alabama, Big Bob Gibson's, good friends of mine, Chris and everybody. That right there is what you call a good looking yard bird. Let's get this thing pulled. All right, now that we've got our chicken pulled, so I'm gonna go over this again. We put our bird on our gateway drum at 300 degrees with roll oak lump charcoal. We let it go for 1 hour. It was spatchcock. We then flipped it over. It went for almost another 30 minutes till our bird hit 165. We pulled it off, let it rest. I drizzled it in a little bit of white sauce while it was on the cutting board, let it finish cooling, pulled it up, made a few sliders with a few white sauce and a few sweet and spicy pickles on it, and sprinkled a little rub. These are definitely a great snack sandwich when you're out hanging out on your patio or cooking for a ball game or the big fight on TV. And so now it's time to get in here, get one of these things, and try it up. That's really good. Remember, if you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to share it with all your friends. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow along. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.